Resonance presents an imaginative day of artist expression, April 18th starting at 3 p.m. Enjoy Louisiana artists and musicians like Damon Batiste. This is a 21 and up event. General admission is $50 with tables available for purchase. Come experience the culture.
Hey, did you know Long's Products is a family-owned janitorial supply with mops, brooms, trash bags, and they even have food service disposables, carry-out plates, and to-goes? Check us out.
Good evening, Central Louisiana. I'm Jack, and this is a special resonance edition of the Let's Talk show here on Urbancast. We've been going at it. They own the 8 o'clock slot here these days, and so here we're going to talk. Tonight's conversation is definitely been made possible by our silver sponsor, Acadian Ambulance. We appreciate their continued commitment to supporting meaningful conversations in our community. Right now, we're focused on the Resonance Cultural Arts inaugural cultural arts show happening Saturday, April 18th at the Lagniappe Theater. Those doors are going to open over there at about 3 o'clock. The show going to begin at 4 p.m. and it runs through about 9 o'clock. We're continuing our series of conversation with the full lineup, and this evening we're going to be talking with the Alliance Band, the group, and some of them are there together. You know, with one person coming in. I don't think we have anybody else in the studio waiting to coming in. If you guys are watching live and you have some questions about this weekend, because it's going to definitely be a little special this weekend. So if you have questions, feel free to drop them right over there in the comments, and we're going to definitely try to get them answered, because we got the guys over here who going to answer the questions tonight. We got a room full of them, and somehow or another, all them questions that y'all decided to throw at Urbancast today earlier, y'all can throw it at these guys right here, because they're so, you know, at this point, I'm gonna give you guys the opportunity to introduce yourself. We're gonna start with the room with 4 people in it over there.
How you doing? I'm Corey Williams. I'm one of the vocalists of Alliance Band.
Harlan Victor, piano and vocals.
Demetrius Victor, piano vocals.
Dante Williams, drummer. Sound.
And Maurice Anderson, bass player.
All right. Okay. Well, you know, I'm going to go ahead and, again, for those guys out there who are joining us, if you have a question about this weekend's activities, please go ahead and throw them at these people right here, because they got the answers. Urbancast don't have them, I tell you. But I guess I'm all right today, Harlan. So I'm going to tell you, I was all right, man. I didn't get any of them wrong. I just confirmed with you.
Yeah, this is good. This is good. That's good to know.
Yeah. So let's start off. This evening we're gonna talk about how this band got put together, the sounds and the styles of the band, chemistry, and then we're gonna jump down into what they're gonna be doing at the festival at the Cultural Arts Show on this Saturday. So let's start off by asking you guys, how did y'all come together initially?
I guess I'll start it off. All right. So basically, it's a culmination of great artists around the area. Mm-hmm. Maurice, my brother, and myself, we started, communicating a little bit and playing little small gigs at first. I mean, which turned into ultimately me meeting Big Dante on drums. Excuse me. And it just all came together. So you got Corey Williams, amazing vocalist. You got Dante, he's solid MD drummer, sound guy, my brother, awesome on keys, Maurice on bass. We got Javier Randall from Opelousas, Katoya Flowers, or Katoya Ramo, and K Raquel out of Winfield. So through different engagements, different music engagements around the city and areas, we all came together and joined a culmination of just pure talent, raw talent. I mean, everybody on from the vocalists to the keys are outstanding, talented musicians. So we all just came together and brought all our varieties of our styles together.
What was the original vision when y'all first formed? You know,
I mean, I would say just getting the best. I mean, finding the best musicians that we can. I mean, if you got, so it's really a high caliber. We don't give like just a local sound. We give you that national, international sound when we play. So you're not just coming to. It's an experience. That's what I'm looking for. It's a real experience. It's not you just listening to music, but you're gonna get so much flavor, so many different varieties of styles. I mean, but pure raw talent when you hear it. Right.
Okay. All right. So why did y'all how did y'all end up arriving at the name Alliance Band? What does that represent?
I mean, Alliance Band came from just what he was saying, all of these different wonderful talents. And it's an alliance in general because not only as the core band, we have other musicians that come in every now and then and join us. And that's one thing that we put ourselves upon, is showing that we can display other great musicians in the area, not only in the area, in the state, and just around us. And so when you have that type of combination, we was like, man, this is the Alliance Band, because we bring in other musicians, and also just with us having the different styles and talents, we keep going back to that. That's our mission as musicians. We're going to keep bringing them in, and we're going to show that every musician has a different style and every unique style. So that's how we came up with the Alliance Band.
All right. This is another little thing. How did y'all practice during COVID? Did y'all do Zooming or anything like that? Did y'all ever try any of that stuff?
Man, I'm gonna tell you like this. I'll tell you like this. Even through COVID, we were still doing gigs. Oddly enough, like when an event was going on, we got a call. We just made sure we masked up, we tested up. So
yeah.
But during that time, I mean, we just made sure we were safe and we were careful, and we rehearsed when we could, But honestly, like during that time, we were still performing. So I mean, it really didn't change that much, except for masked up.
Yeah, wearing masks everywhere.
Just masked up. I hear you. But it didn't slow y'all down, in other words. No, I was just thinking about if I was going to go back and find some of them videos, where you had all these artists and these singers and stuff like that, and they were doing the Zoom and, and all of that kind of good stuff. So I was just going to go look for it. You know what I mean? Listen, y'all's blend R&B, soul, gospel, jazz, hip hop. How would y'all describe the overall sound if y'all blend a little bit of all of that stuff?
I don't even know if you can really describe it.
Okay.
It's more of a feel. It's more of a feel, because we have all these different cultures. Again, it plays on the name from Alliance. We have an alliance of genre in what we perform. So it's really a feel. I really couldn't put a finger on it, but we just whatever the vibe is, that's what we're gonna do. We're not just confined to one genre. We love them all. Me and Vic talked about doing a little rock and roll set one time. So we do it all. So whatever the feel is, whatever the vibe is, we're gonna bring it. We're gonna entertain and show our talents.
I hear you. So we might hear a little country in there somewhere.
You might. Hey, you said we all listen to a little Tennessee whiskey here and there.
I hear you. How do y'all balance those different styles and genres and while still maintaining a clear identity?
I'll tell you like this. So you said a perfect word, identity. So it's not really a thing of balancing it. It's a part of us. So it's a very natural thing to us to just on a dime switch. We'll go from Purple Rain to Strawberry Wine to D'Angelo Lady all in under 10 minutes. But as far as that balance, it's a part of us. It's our identity. So it's not even really much of a balance. It's just what we do.
It's what you guys do. I hear you.
Right. I'd say it's a lot of our experiences as well.
Right.
We've grown, with that word alliance, we've grown so well and molded so well together that we can understand what each musician is saying or what their identity that they want to show on that instrument, what they want to portray on that instrument will be before we make our next move. So whether that mood or that vibe wants to move to something light or something airy, or we want to bring the excitement up a little bit, we can tell within each other as we play on our instruments. So that's a very big part of that as well.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Right.
I hear you. What makes y'all live performance stand out over other bands?
Let me get some of this.
I'm gonna start some good trouble here.
One thing I can say, like, we like to have so much fun in our sets that the audience, they might end up being part of the band by the end of the set. Like we might end up, bringing somebody else up, come have fun with us, because that's what we're doing. We're having fun. We just going with the flow, and you never know what might happen. We might go from gospel to a rap song. We don't know, but what the base of it is, we're gonna have fun, and we don't know where it's gonna go. I have a big gospel, big Christian background. When I'm singing at church, wherever the Holy Spirit might lead me, that's where I'm gonna go. So the same thing that stands if I'm performing anything else, wherever that vibe, wherever that flow goes, wherever that river turns, if it banks on a dime, we're gonna bank with it. So that's just what it is.
All right, I hear you. One thing y'all mentioned in the bio, for the band is y'all's chemistry and the ability to read the room. How important is that in a live set?
I would say that it's one thing I feel like we've mastered, honestly. We read the room all the time. It is crazy how we communicate. One, it don't matter who's in the band. That one look, and like we already know what's going on. and that's what goes back to that chemistry, is that we are able to communicate without even talking to each other. And it's just a look or a feel. And when we do that, we can see how the audience reacts. And we have such a category of music and just that means of being able to say, hey, you know what? Let's change the music up just a minute, of time, or just we might drag a song out 10 minutes, and the 10 minutes come into something totally different.
Let it ride.
Everybody on the floor dancing, or just sometimes we just watching everybody just sitting down. We've seen this sometimes where everybody just bobbing their head. It's like a trance. so we already know by that time we've gotten everyone's attention. And so when we show that type of excellence, that gives us the means to understand who we're dealing with at that time when we're performing.
Hey, I want to add too. I want to shout out in this situation our vocalists, because Corey, K. Raquel, and especially Drake, they know how to like read that room and captivate and hold that room so well.
Yeah,
they do that. Like, they are phenomenal in doing that. So, man, they do a great job at it. And when we behind our instruments, man, we just follow. We just do it. Or sometimes we'll see it too, or Mo, or any of us, we'll see it and be like, hey, let's go here, let's drop here. But, man, especially our vocalists, they do that well. They do that well.
And it's not just us. Right now, me, Drika, and K. Raquel are the main vocalists, but people don't realize the vocalists that we have on the instruments. And between, I think Vic is one of the best male vocalists in the area. And I'm not a small fry. I can handle my own, but Vic is just different. But he's focused on learning the music and doing other stuff that he doesn't sing as much. But between him, Javid, I mean, we got some amazing vocalists, 5 strong vocalists. Donterre might sing a little bit.
And all y'all, this is another question. This is me throwing this question here. Y'all coming from various backgrounds too, from that day job to this singing gig y'all have in the evening and practicing and all that kind of good stuff, right?
Right.
Yeah, okay, all right. How do y'all adjust your performance based on when y'all talked about you can read that room, but how do y'all adjust that performance based upon the energy of the audience? And I hear y'all talking about, it sound like when my mama used to just give me the look when I was doing something I ain't have a business doing. She didn't have to say a word, but she didn't have to raise her hand. It was just that whether she was looking left, right, or directly at you, it was that look that told you better either stop, okay, you can keep on kicking. When that look started happening, when y'all assessing that room and all that kind of good stuff, what's really going on in the back of y'all's mind? Have y'all practiced these looks or what's the deal? Or is that y'all
we just gave him the look right there.
It's just like that, man. At the core of it, we gelled so well. We've done so many performances together. At a certain point, it's almost like on the court, man. You see Kobe and Shaq, man. It's really, I like that analogy. It's like Kobe and Shaq, man. They just know they can look at each other, and it's that's what it is. Yeah. So it's just a high level of professionalism at the core of it.
Also a family bond. Like it's definitely a family bond. Like you were saying, like your mom could give you that look. You already know if you're in trouble or something. It's the same thing here. That family bond, brothers and sisters, when we give that communication, it's just an energy that we give each other, and we already know what's getting ready to happen next.
I hear you. What does it take behind the scenes to maintain that level of precision and consistency?
I got it, dude.
Yep.
Yeah, I saw that look, and so hey.
Well, I'm gonna tell you like this. So they know, and like they know, I'm probably out the group. I'm probably the hardest person out the group. I'm probably the stickler out the group. So it's basically like we actually spend time with each other outside of just music. Like that's important too. Like spending time with each other outside of music, just getting together, talking, whatever the case may be. So you have to build a personal relationship with with your band members too. And that brings forth that relationship and that professionalism, and also you knowing that if Corey give me this look, or he tell me this, or he give me a sign, I have to make it know where he want to go. Or if Vic give me a look, or I give them a look, or because sometimes my looks don't be good looks. Sometimes my looks don't be good looks. But if I give them a look, but that's just how it is. Like just because being in a band is more than just playing together and performing together. Right. It takes a whole lot more than that to have a successful band.
Yeah, I hear you. You guys have built a reputation on supporting artists, particularly here locally. What does that look like, even when you're on stage and that kind of stuff?
When it comes to supporting artists, we mold ourselves to help them build confidence in what they already know they are. So let's say they have a song, we may not be 100% familiar with it, but with the communication with them, especially, we try to get them to kind of talk to us beforehand to kind of get a feel who they are. And any artist can really literally step up at the mic and start singing. And we're going to just go behind them just like that. No matter how the music may go, it's going to sound good. And one thing we do pride ourselves on is that we give people the feeling of being welcome as an artist. So when they're welcomed in, they feel more comfortable and they want to be able, and they're able to not have to worry about the stresses of who's looking at them. Mm-hmm. They can just sing and be loose with how they are. And then you see the raw talent that artist may give. So that's one thing I know we do take pride in as the Alliance Band.
Right. And just to give an example of that, we had a performance where um, Kay and Drake were actually singing "Sweet Love" by Anita Baker, and their tone at the time, initializing that song, was soft and smooth, and as we always are, we're trying to be as close professionally to the record as we possibly can. Well, we had a singer just to come in that was a very mature singer, and she sang the song with a little bit more intensity. So we increased our intensity behind that artist in the performance, and it made that much more of a difference. So just being able to understand the tone of the room and the flow of each singer that or the person performing makes a great deal with the Lions band.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Yeah. So, what has been one of y'all most memorable moments in performing since you guys have been together?
Every show is a
Oh,
unique moment. It's all uniqueness to it. It's its own experience, but all of them really. We can't take away. We had the opportunity to play for the Matrix, Temptations. What's his name? Harry.
Yeah,
Harry Lennox.
Harry Lennox.
Harry Lennox from the Temptation. That was a
No,
Five Heartbeats.
Heartbeats, yeah.
Five Heartbeats. Harry Lennox from the Five Heartbeats, and he was doing a breast cancer awareness program.
Yeah.
I mean, and just kind of vibing with him on a musical level. I didn't know he went to Chicago, the School of Music in Chicago,
And teaches music.
Yeah. But that was a real landmark in our career. Just that experience, man.
Mm-hmm.
all right. Hey, Harlan, can you tell us a little bit about what's going to happen this weekend, real quick? We're going to take a little intermission here. You tell us about what's happening. So, for folk who have come in and out of the room and they wondering what the heck we're doing here tonight, tell us why.
This weekend is literally an immersive experience of art in general, multidisciplinary arts. You're going to have culinary arts with the chef. We're going to have dance. We're going to have spoken word. We're going to have a lot of music. We're going to have a lot of just people giving themselves up as a means of showing the arts of what we got, right here in the city. So, come when you're coming out dressed artistic, when you're getting your best artist type of way. I mean, however you want to do it. If you want to come with a crazy hat and some feathers, it don't matter. Be your artistic self. So we're encouraging that, but we're going to have a wonderful time and just being able to display the arts right here from Alexandria. And, we're going to have our special guest, Damon Baptiste, out of New Orleans and the Baptiste family. We're going to have Yvette Spears coming out of Washington, D.C., and we have a special singer coming out of South Africa who will be showing her talents as well. So we're not only just showing it right here locally, we got international talent coming in. So the Lions Band will be playing behind them. So we want to be able to show that we can just, again, how the Lions Band do, we can collaborate with different other musicians, and we're going to be practicing with them. So we're going to get that feel as well. So it's a lot that's going to be happening with food, catering. It's a lot going to happen. It's a lot. It's so much. Right. You're going to be able to pick and choose however you want to take your pace in this art show.
Oh, okay. All right. Now we're going to jump into what y'all planning to do in your roles there in the arts festival and all that kind of stuff. Your lineup the lineup is going to include everything from spoken word, dance, visual arts, culinary experience. What does it mean when you guys are going to be providing the live music backup for quite a few different folks and all that kind of good stuff? What does that mean to y'all to have such a key role?
I feel like it shows our true expression, our multifaceted, variety of music that we are able to play. It really brings out who we are as a Lions Band. There's going to be so many. It's going to be jazz, R&B, blues. I'm talking old school, new school, a little bit of true improvised jazz, modern R&B, what neo soul,
reggae, Afro beat. It's gonna be so. That's on the list. So
Yeah,
we have so many different variety of songs. Yes. You know, it's gonna be a gumbo of food of different music. So yeah.
I hear you. I hear you. Look. What can people expect from y'all's specific performance on the 18th?
From us, they can expect a little bit of multi-genre music. I mean, we doing everything, I guess, from reggae, from regular, traditional, funk, and throw a little gap band in there, like we do it all. We just try to just try to get better every performance. We never want to stay in one box or anything like that. Like, we're trying to just really grow and really just do it for the area. It's not about us. Alexandria has what other cities have. They just don't highlight it. This is for the city. We have an artistic wave of people out here that just got to highlight it. A lot of people hear Alexandria and they automatically think negative. We have what other cities have. We just don't highlight that. It might not be on a bigger scale, but I'm not here for the big or the small. It's what we have. This is ours. This is our city. We have the people here. So let's do what we do. We don't have to try to compete with Houston and New Orleans. Let's build what we have. And who knows? We might start something. This might strike a match into the next generation of musicians to do something and then take it further than what we're taking it.
So how do y'all plan? When I'm sitting here thinking about, I like reggae, I like jazz, I like R&B, and I like, but typically your mind be in one frame of mind when you go in to go listen to somebody. How artistically do you guys get your mind right to just go from reggae, Bob Marley, or all the way over here to R&B, and then on to neo soul and all of that stuff, just switching like that on the dime?
From reggae to Johnny Taylor. Go ahead, Mo.
Y'all want to throw it this way, right? Y'all want to throw. Well, I'll tell you from the foundational point of it. For me, it's just a total mind change. So if I'm in an R&B arena that we're playing, then I'm going to switch my mode, my vibe to what I'm feeling or what that song should communicate. So, for example, we spoke about Sweet Love. So if it's Sweet Love, then I'm going to concentrate on a heartbeat and more of a push that's given in that song. If it's I'm a fan of Jaco Pastorius, so if it's something like a jazz song, like A Remark You Made, then I'm going to concentrate on the smoothness and the subtlety of that song. And if it's Ziggy Marley reggae, then I'm going to concentrate on making you shake and move as much as I possibly can.
Yeah. All right.
Definitely a communication thing.
Yeah, I hear you. Your reputation for professionalism and consistency is growing. What has helped y'all reach this level in y'all's performance at this point in time?
I'll say what has helped us is honestly like the people before us, the type of people before us. You see what I'm like for instance, like their dad was a phenomenal musician, a powerful singer, a powerful preacher. His dad, the same thing. One of the best. I'm talking about literally a professional recording artist, saxophonist that traveled all around the world that was signed to Columbia. So, and I came under that same regime as well. So it's literally what has been brought down to us, and that professionalism and that talent and that really the drive and the push to be all that we can be as musicians that has got us to the point where we are. And so, like Corey said, it's just now is our job to do the same for the next coming generation.
Right. Yeah, it's crazy that most of our families, our fathers, mothers, sisters, grandpas, they all were some form of music, in some form of music, whether it's production or actually performing. And we can keep going on by each person because we all had that significant person who's been in that life of music professionally. And so learning from that, and then now we're showing that legacy. I mean, it's a pure learning experience. It's evolution because we learn from them and we evolve and we learn more, and it just makes it better. So, the next generation is coming from them. They're going to learn even more. So we're just continuing to carry that torch.
So what do y'all see? Where do you guys see a Lions band next year, or in the next couple of years?
So next year we have some festivals planned out, some international festivals, and also 2027. Into 2026, 2027, we will start working on an Alliance band out. So that's what we have coming up. We have more performances, festival shows, and also we'll be planning to start on the production of our first album as a group.
Here's one. Ms. Jones say, tell us about Toma.
Teoma. It's
Teoma. All right, I got Teoma.
So Teoma is the Association of Musical Artistry, where I emphasize teaching young people. We emphasize teaching young people musical instruments in the area. It's not it was specifically targeted to low income students or people with low income. Just the arts were dying, especially after COVID. You saw a great decline in the arts. People aren't learning music like they used to. Yeah. But I've heard the analogy. Some people say if you're sick, you need a doctor, right? And you got to have people that are able and willing to teach these kids, the craft. So God led me to position myself that I could teach kids music and vocal education and piano and guitar. So we have roughly around 25 students that we teach music. And so the goal is to, when they get older, to not have to worry about income, right? So if they go into college, they could focus on more music and gigging in the areas that they are. So what I'm doing is now I'm kind of interning them into ministries and churches to where they can play music. And sometimes those churches give them a stipend for playing music. So that's just the gist of Teoma.
Okay, all right. Ms. Jones, I hope that answered your question. I know she just keyed that one up over there. Yeah. Before we get ready to get out of here, is it anything that I forgot to ask you guys that y'all want to talk about before we begin to get out of here?
Jack, I first want to give a shout out to all the local legends that have come before us. Uncle Bob, Bobby Rhodes.
Oh yeah.
Gerald Smith, Henry Williams, Steve Lawson, rest in peace. Yeah. He in our earlier years planned, we would collaborate with Steve Lawson. And he's one of the pioneers in the community, in the music community. Just a lot of greats, man. Professor Wren, Contrell Wren,
the legend.
Dexter Compton. And these guys are great musicians, man. And we've collaborated over the years with them, man. And rest in peace, Steve Lawson. One of our greats.
He taught us a lot. So we do definitely want to highlight that.
Well, I guess y'all talking about my cousin over there, so I'm gonna leave that alone. Yeah. That's cool. There were a couple of and I think some of you guys hit on that, but I did get some questions about the attire. So y'all want to expound on attire for this weekend?
Yeah, again.
Just do the time.
Yeah, so the time again is the doors open at 3:00. 4:00 will be the tire. I'm sorry, not the time.
No, you can go ahead and hit time. You can go ahead and hit the time stuff too. Now go ahead.
The program will start at 4. The Lions Band part of the act will be around the 6:30, 7 o'clock timeline. So we'll be in that time ready to perform. But also we want to be able to say dress artistically, expressively as much as you can. We want this thing to be like a just a vibrant time inside. Everybody just be as creative as possible. You know, whatever you want to wear, we want to see how creative you can get in your attire. So whatever you want to do when you come in, you know, that's what I say. Be expressive, dress creatively, and well, I'm interested to see who gonna come out there and how they go look.
Yeah, man, that's interesting right there to see how.
You too, Mo.
Yeah, Mo coming.
You too, Mo. No,
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, put some colors on.
expressive, all black.
Oh, that's it. Now, tell us a little bit about dinner. What's the food lineup going? What we have there?
So we got the food lined up. We have Chef Butler who will be giving his presentation, which is a small part of it. But we have Golden Lotus, and a few just out of that, fixing all types of different foods. So you're gonna see some cultural food and you're gonna see some Cajun food. So it's a Cajun cultural fusion. So I'm pretty sure we've already done a little tasting of what they've already got prepared for us. So it's gonna be very good, very flavorful. You know, and like I said, that Cajun fusion is going to give you that real good feel about home. And I think you're going to enjoy the food when it's coming out. So it's going to be like a light, you know, to keep you from going to sleep. We don't want no itis going on, but, you know, keep you good and full, ready to go and listen to the rest of the show. So, you know, be ready for it.
Can I buy a drink?
You can buy a drink.
Okay, I can buy a drink.
Some cocktails there that you can taste and things like that. So you'll be able to do it by Twisted Sisters. So you'll be able to just come over there and they'll show you our specialty drinks that you'll be able to have in there just to cater to the cultural arts as well. So you'll see some good creative drinks as well.
Oh, okay, some good creative drinks. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, tell us about these tables and chairs. What's the importance of if you want to hurry up and get the tables before the tables go away and all that kind of good stuff? There's been some questions about that.
So yeah, it is first come, first serve. So getting those tables earlier gets you closer to the stage. So the further back, the more you wait, the further back you get away from the stage. So the sooner you get those tickets, it's 8 to a table. So if you want to get your friends and family to get together on one table, just buy one table. It's all based on individual tickets on one table. So and if you're just getting your individual tickets, we'll sit you. The sooner you get your individual tickets, you can sit at an individual table. You'll be closer to the stage. I think we have it to where mostly everybody's still gonna get that experience. We don't want to pull anyone away from the stage, but you want to just get closer and you want to get more involved into it. Try to get your tickets early, you know, and then and we'll still have it running all the way till the day of. And if you still want to get one at the door, you can get one at the door as well. But we encourage you to get it beforehand.
Okay, all right. So you can purchase a ticket on the day of if there's still some availability.
Available, yeah.
Y'all don't wait. Just go ahead on and get your ticket right now.
Get your ticket. Don't wait. Get your ticket. Do not wait.
Do not wait. All right. Again, I guess now does that bring that was the questions that started coming in here today. I don't know why they started coming in today, but they all came.
We have vendors too. There will be vendors there selling their products and just displaying creative arts with their products, crafts, beauty, all kind of things that still cater to the art. So do support the vendors while you're there as well.
So some of do you have a list? Do you know some of the vendors that you guys have that's going to be there?
Yeah, we have several. We have art vendors. We're going to have craft vendors, boutique vendors. I had to get all the list of names, but I definitely be able to highlight all of them because we still get but we will have those highlighted vendors there. All
right. Well, look, guys, I really appreciate y'all taking the time to join us to hear this evening to try to get some of these questions answered. Tell us a little bit about who Alliance Band is and giving us some insight into the sound, y'all's chemistry, and what y'all gonna be bringing to the table on Saturday. Again, the Resonance Arts Cultural I'm gonna slow down a little bit. The Residence Commission inaugural cultural arts show takes place Saturday, April the 18th, at the Lagniappe Theater. The doors are gonna open at 3 p.m. The show begins promptly at 4 p.m. and it concludes around 9 o'clock. The tickets are $50. There will be a link on in our comments for you guys to purchase the tickets. That was one question. So I'm gonna go off on a tangent right here. You know, there's a couple of folk that say they are old school. Can old school folk catch you guys? And they said it just like that. I'm old school and I don't do this stuff on the internet because people say people be hijacking me and whatever, and they don't want to trust it. Can they call somebody?
Yeah, so you can call. We'll send all that detailed information. It's actually in the link. So you can email us at theresidentcai@gmail.com. And we'll be able to get all of that together. And we have all our contact information. So if we need to send it out, we can. And if you can't purchase, we always say if you can't purchase a ticket on Eventbrite, just give us a holler. We'll give we'll talk about how you can purchase it without having to deal with the internet sometimes. So we're gonna try to cater to every tickets.
We'll find a way to get you.
We'll find a way, and just know, it's live art is gonna be all over the place. So wherever you are, live art, either live art or art that's been done by the artist, we want to cover the primary thing about art, that expression. So please do check out all the art. We will have live auction as well.
Okay, all right. We also want to acknowledge y'all sponsors of the event. They are VLP Alliance, the Greater Alexandria Economic Development Authority, the New Orleans South Africa Connection, and 6 Feet Above. To our viewers, we definitely want to say thank you for you guys' continuing support of UrbanCast and being a part of the growing community. A special thank you to our silver sponsor, Acadian Ambulance, and to our business partners, Sadler's Towings, Long Products, Netter International Market, the Threadhead Embroidery, Elegance Beauty Supply, and O'Mel's Farms. Tomorrow, earlier in the day, I'll be speaking to some combat veterans. We're going to have Crislin Flowers Brown Wednesday at 2 o'clock. And at 8 o'clock, we're going to have Kaya Spriggs, 6 Feet Above. And on Thursday, we're going to be talking to potentially some of the vendors that are going to have show setting up over there. And that's going to be at 8 o'clock. And Friday, we're going to try to beam in and see what the board has going on in that meet and greet that they're having on Friday and all of that kind of good stuff. Let's see here. Other than that, guys, that's probably a wrap right there. Again, anything else before we proceed to get out of here?
Y'all just get ready because it's going to be a wonderful time. We mixture of music, mixture of art, mixture of all kind of things. I want everybody to get excited for this. We're going to do our best in performing and give y'all a wonderful experience in the music department. So please come out. Y'all will enjoy it right here, local talent in Alexandria.
And again, guys, I'm going to take the opportunity. I really, really appreciate what you guys are doing in our community. And you guys hit the nail on the head when you say we have tons of talent here. Sometimes we just don't tap in to the talent here, but we need to do a much better job of doing that because, the talent don't just end. I'm glad to see all of the talent that we have in the arts, but we also have young people doing tons of good stuff in the sports and the academics and the whole gamut. And the best thing that we can do, if nobody else gonna toot our damn horn, we need to toot it our own damn self. Right. Excuse my French there, but that's just the way I feel about it.
That's really a big shout out to you and UrbanCast and the support that y'all doing in the community, tapping into the areas that some platforms won't tap in. So big shout out to you. I see what you're doing in the community, and thank you for supporting this event. It's not all about the high-speed chases in Alexandria. We got a lot of stuff going on. Yeah. We got a lot of, I don't want to talk about that, but I'm just being real. There's so much going on in the city. Right. So shout out to you for supporting and open your platform for other stuff than drama and mess.
Yeah.
You know, so
You know, I'm glad you said that, because that gives me the opportunity to say to make a statement here as well. You know, the way we feel that the community feels is, number one, if you're going to tell me the truth about what's going on in my surroundings,
yes,
then
sir.
I'll accept you telling me the other stuff going on in
Yes,
our
sir.
in our community. So it's really important that, you know, we tell our own story, and telling our story means telling where we are and where we're planning on going and different things of that nature. And that includes all this great stuff that you guys are doing here in the arts. And as I told Harlan and Kaya and everybody, the arts are the way to tapping into and changing anything that we need to change, fellas. So don't I come from a science background, but STEM has its place, but the arts have its place as well, and
Yes,
that
sir.
and that is 100% my honest opinion about that. So y'all keep up the great work.
That's right.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and hit this button to end the stream. Let's see, Mr. Kaya had something to say over here. Let me see what she said. Let me throw it up on the screen. She said, "There's so much talent in the son-in-law, and it's time to toot our own horn." I agree with you. Thank you for the highlights and the talent here and surrounding. All right, there.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna hit this in stream. If y'all hang in there, I'll be right back with y'all here shortly.
All right.
All right.
Resonance presents an imaginative day of artist expression, April 18th, starting at 3 p.m. Enjoy Louisiana artists and musicians like Damon Batiste. This is a 21 and up event. General admission is $50 with tables available for purchase. Come experience the culture.
Hey, did you know Long's Products is a family-owned janitorial supply with mops, brooms, trash bags, and they even have food service disposables, carry-out plates, and to-goes? Check us out.